When you've won 56 out of 69 games, you've done something or some things extremely well, and one of the many things that this Cleveland Cavaliers team has done really well during the 2024-25 campaign has been finding ways to overcome slumps from various players over the duration of the season. Whether it be Sam Merrill's horrid start or Dean Wade's perimeter struggles, the Cavs have found different ways to navigate myriad periods of inefficiency from its numerous contributors. One of those players currently struggling with efficiency is that of Donovan Mitchell. But before we dive into just how inefficient he's been lately, do your boy a favor and smash that like button, subscribe to keep the Cavs coverage coming, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on a beat. Alrighty, back to the action. Look, there's no way around it. The man lovingly referred to as Spida is in a major shooting slump right now. He's shot below 40% in 4 of his last 5 outings. He's been that off. Now, on the season as a whole, Mitchell is contributing 24.1 points, 4.4 rebounds, 4.8 assists, 1.3 steals, and has completed 44.6% of his field goals, including 37.5% of his triples. Those are very good numbers overall, especially when factoring in that he has seen the court for a career low 31.4 minutes per game. That is nearly 4 minutes less than last year and 4.5 fewer than his first season donning the wine and gold. Quite honestly, the sheer fact that he's been able to put up a stat line comparable to many of his best seasons speaks volumes about the way his year began and how effectively Kitty Atkinson has utilized him. All of this is true. That said, his post-All-Star drop-off in efficiency has been something to keep an eye on. As mentioned before, Mitchell has completed fewer than 40% of his field goals in 4 out of his last 5 games and has been very inefficient in the second half of the season. In 12 appearances thus far, Mitchell has averaged 24.8 points, 4.4 rebounds, and 5 assists, with shooting splits of 41.2, 30.3, and 81.6. The perimeter shot has all but abandoned him, and his effectiveness from the line has dipped as well. His efficiency from the mid-range area has also fallen off sharply, going from a respectable 44.7% to 34.3%. The only thing that has really stayed the course has been his finishing, which admittedly has been far below the standard he has set through his own play in previous seasons. Still though, he is managing to convert on nearly 60% of his looks within the restricted area, which is basically where he was at pre-All-Star break, where he converted on over 60.9%. B-Ball Index places him within the 77th percentile in rim shot making efficiency and in the 95th percentile in rim shot creation on the season. In other words, he's been a decent finisher relative to what he's been doing this season. It's been this ability to get to the rim at will that has largely helped buoy his cold shot making from the perimeter. In addition to that, he has seen a spike in turnovers per game, going from 2 per game over 51 pre-All-Star break appearances to 2.6 per game over the span of 12 post-All-Star break appearances. Now, one thing should be noted, his usage rate. It has gone up during this span of time. In those 12 games, he has a usage rate of 34.9%, which places him within the 98th percentile among combo guards. In fact, the only player with the highest usage rate in that category is Detroit's Cade Cunningham, who stands at 36.5%. That's up from the 31.5% he had pre-All-Star. His turnover percentage during this stretch has seen a similar increase, going from 8.7%, which was in the 95th percentile, to 9.8%, which is in the 66th percentile. And while his assist percentage has risen slightly, going from 23.6% to 24.5%, it's still not enough to completely outweigh the turnovers. He's just turning the ball over more. Honestly, when you look at his shooting accuracy over this span, it has been alarming. He's in the 40th percentile in accuracy at the rim, in the 47th percentile on all mid-range looks, and in the 25th percentile for all threes. Not even remotely places you want to rank in if you are Donovan Mitchell. But perhaps the most worrisome part of all of this, as many of you are probably already assuming, has been his perimeter shooting. Mitchell is ice cold right now. He is 30 for his last 99 attempts, giving him a 3-point percentage of 30.3%. It's been even worse over his last 5. Spida has attempted exactly 42 triples over his last 5 outings and has made 7. Ladies and gentlemen, that is 16.7%. Ice cold may not even be an accurate description, more like frozen solid. He just can't get that shot to drop. No matter the location, whether it be from the left corner or the right corner or from above the break, the man is struggling to knock it down. And as I mentioned before, this inefficiency has been somewhat buoyed by his finishing, but it's still taking its toll. Despite this, the Cavs have a 9-3 record in the games in which he's played post All-Star. They've just dropped the last 3, with Mitchell looking really rough while doing so. In those 3 losses, Mitchell is shooting 34.9% overall, including 20.7% from 3-point range. He has a true shooting percentage of 47.5%. He's a minus 17 in total over this losing streak. No bueno. You will not often win games when your star player is playing that inefficiently. Combine that with the inability to stop players from scoring on the opposite end of the court, and you have a really rough stretch of play. Post All-Star, Mitchell is allowing opponents to shoot 52.3% from the field, which is nearly 10 percentage points higher than what he allowed pre-All-Star, where he allowed his matchups to convert on just 43.8% of their attempts. Overall, he's just not having a good stretch right now, and I'm sure the groin injury that he's been nursing hasn't helped. That said, I think he's got enough time to start trending in the right direction, and I think that he will, but time will tell. And for what it's worth, Mitchell appears to be taking the slump and losing streak in stride, as after the Sacramento loss, he was quoted as saying, "I'm kind of a sicko, so I enjoy this. You don't grow without going through things." And going through things is exactly what's happening right now. One thing is for certain though, the Cavs will need him to be better if they wish to compete for a title. Well, that'll do it for this one, folks. Will Donovan Mitchell return to form before the playoffs begin? Let me know in the comments. As always, go Cavs.